Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a defense that loves to quickly get off the field. The Jaguars are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Texans, who will need to find a way to move the football. With that, let's get out to our commentators, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis, with this Week 10 matchup.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere. A loss of yardage.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Yet again, here's a Wildcat look.
Let's go! Grand 38!
And they'll run it here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And this Jacksonville Jaguar defense, Charles, they have a lot riding on the youngster Jalen Ramsey.
As you well know, he was my #1 player coming out of the 2016 draft. I loved his versatility. The big question mark, is he enough of a ball hawk? Didn't have very many interceptions in college, but boy, he does everything else that you want. Runs, hits, wraps up on his tackles. He's going to start on the corner for the Jaguars.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen. Shake it up.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Another Wildcat look here. We've seen this a lot. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game. Ah, yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
Here we go!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Come on, let's go!
And the back goes into motion. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 10th-year man from linebacker U, Paul Posluszny. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They're going to look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Let's go.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he's got some space here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're in position to do so.
Now back to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Miller, the lone setback. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked up by the rookie Myles Jack. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Their mobile quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. Miller, the lone setback. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
They'll look to throw. Deep drop. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Paul Ponslosny, the linebacker, brings him down. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I said go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Pro Bowler, Calais Campbell, in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completion left side to Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Green.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And This is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll run the option left. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And he's got it to Hearns. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hearns, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Right side caught Fedorowicz. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Ohio.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing, Hundley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run the option left. He may try and run for this. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And finding Fedorowicz. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we...
And now here is another interception. It's picked off by the rookie, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. They'll run the option left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. How about that? Their quarterback, 63 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finding time. And my goodness, another interception. It's picked off by the rookie, Myles Jack. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Ohio. Let's go. What?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their dangerous wide receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And now out comes Houston. Another pistol look here.
Set. Watch it now, Barney.
Lamar Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Let's go. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A man who missed his entire rookie season, Dante Fowler. In there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. To throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I don't want to make it sound routine, but I'm never surprised when Jalen Ramsey bats a ball away or makes a play on the football. Because watching him throughout his college career, you saw him play free safety, strong safety, cornerback, nickel slot. Why? Because he has all the gifts you're looking for. The ability to change direction, the speed to run with your fastest guys out on the perimeter, and he's almost 210 pounds. Good ability to tackle in the run game as well and deal with physical receivers such as tight ends. I thought he was one of the best athletes in the draft. I had him rated as the #1 player on my board, and that type of play.
And now here's another interception. It's the 5th overall pick, Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go. Ohio.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, it usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.